In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, to whom we all have to today, honorable listeners and respectable audience, you know that we have started a series of linguistics. In linguistics, we commenced the chapter that is known as Pragmatics. Listeners and audience, today in Pragmatics, I'm going to introduce the new topic, and it is politeness. What is politeness? What is politeness theory? What are the principles of politeness? Listeners and audience, all these will be discussed in the upcoming days. Today, I'm just going to introduce politeness and other related terms with politeness. What is politeness in pragmatics? Listeners and audience, politeness means to create and maintain social harmony in communication and conversation. In other words, using communicative strategies to maintain and create social harmony, that is called politeness. Politeness is also called face. It is actually the public self-image of a person in a society. And each and every person, each and every individual, and each and every member in a society, he or she expects his or her public self-image to be respected in the society. What does it mean? It means that each and every person wants his or her public self-image to be respected in a society. It is actually the intention of individual person that he wants to continue his self-image to be respects for himself as well as for others. That is called politeness. The intentions to mitigate face threatening acts, that is also included politeness. And there are so many examples in order to understand politeness, as I presented some explanation. Whenever we are talking about public self-image is actually the person expectations that he wants in the society publicly. Like, for example, let me provide just one example for understanding and easiness, then I will go to another example. For example, take communication between father and son. Whenever a son is asking a question, for example, from his father, definitely he will be very appropriate in conversation and communication. For example, generally, father requests his son to bring a glass of water. But in case, if a son is requesting his father to bring a glass of water, so he will be very polite in his conversation and his relation with his father. He will say that, please, father, bring me a glass of water. So he will be very polite as compared to using communicative strategies with his friends or others. This is one example. Another example, let me talk about publicly. For example, someone invited you for a party or any other special program, and a lot of guests are there. And there is a dining cloth, and all the guests, they are sitting around. Now the food is ready. Some of the guests, they satisfied themselves, and some of the guests, they are still eating and enjoying the food. Now, socially, religiously, and scientifically, it is not good for your health to take snuff or to smoke. However, some people, they are going against of such habit, and they are going against of such rules. So, socially, it is also not allowed to take snuff whenever whenever the people, they are taking the food. Whenever the guests, they are publicly there with you. So you yourself know that it is not good here because of politeness. So you are going against the politeness if you are taking snuff or smoking in the front of people. One thing is that is also bad for you. Another thing is that it is also